Good morning. I'm John Ellsworth, founder of Success Strategies Incorporated and the creator of the Success Strategies Advantage. I want to welcome you to today's presentation, which I've entitled, What's in Your Future? You know, there's a lot of new automation being introduced in all industries, but I specifically want to talk about the dairy industry today. And as part of your business operations, especially with AI and new technologies that are coming out, I think it's important that we keep this in the forefront of our minds because if you go back about 40 years, Professor Warren Bennis, who was a professor of business and technology at University of Southern California, said the following, and I quote, "The factory of the future will have only two employees, a man and a dog. The man will be there to feed the dog will be there to keep the man from touching the equipment." End of quote. I thought it was a pretty clever quote at the time, but here we are 40 years later, and certainly that factory of the future has arrived to some extent in all industries, and certainly sounds fully automated. But there's more automation coming out monthly. Every month there's something new coming out, especially with the advent of AI. I recall the first client that we did some serious automation with, they purchased some robotic feed pushers. They were each about $40,000, and basically what happened was it replaced one full-time equivalent. So just on salary alone, it gave us less than a year of payback time, and frankly, it was a weak spot in our operation because it wasn't being done. The job was not being done consistently. But the robot doesn't know any different. It just knows it's on a timer and it's programmed to do exactly what we wanted it to do, and on a regular basis, 24 hours a day. The result, of course, was 10-pound increase in milk production on this herd per cow per day, and that was made for a very quick payback, aside from replacing the one full-time equivalent. Another area that's very prevalent today, of course, is robotic milkers. In our studies that we've been watching pretty closely on robotic versus non-robotic operations, the milking labor is actually about a third, approximately about a third of what it costs for physical labor for humans to do this. It's low cost. The really neat thing is there's no overtime, there's no workers' comp or benefits, and basically, you just have to maintain the machine, keep it running properly, of course. Payback on this, I'm thinking maybe at most 5 to 6 years. But the benefits are, again, increased production, improved herd health. The good news is that automation, for the most part, not in total, but for the most part, seems to be covering the areas that I would label as the #1 complaint area among my clients, and that's of labor. So I would suggest, as you think about this is good news, because I'd suggest you look at your operation and basically ask yourself one question. Where does automation fit in? As Warren Bennis 40 years ago said, the factory of the future will have only two employees, a man and a dog. The man will be there to feed the dog, and the dog will be there to keep the man from touching the equipment. That's a great quote, and you know what? We are now there. Are you prepared? I would suggest you do the following. Think about where this could fit in your operation, what tasks you can automate, and if I can assist you in any way with this process, please feel free to reach out to me at john@success-strategies.com. I want to thank you for listening today. I'm John Ellsworth, founder of Success Strategies Incorporated, and the creator of the Success Strategies Advantage. Thank you very much.